What's going on, guys? It's your boy Abias. Welcome to another episode of the Training for Victory series. This is episode number 10, and in this episode we're going to talk about how to prep on the budget. The reason why I'm doing this video is because I know from experience getting ready for a show is not cheap. You have to spend money to buy food or supplement that you need to be able to help you diet in a way that you're going to be stage ready. I've been competing since 2013, so I have a few years of experience. So I hope that my approach and my experience and my knowledge can be useful to you guys, especially if you never competed before, you want to compete for the first time. Hopefully I can help you save a bit of money while doing your weekly or monthly shopping. So definitely don't go anywhere if it's something that's an interest to you. It's going to be a good one. Alright guys, so here we go, how to prep on the budget. So the idea of this video is for me to share with you guys the way I eat, what I eat, and where I shop, how I shop, and basically my approach when it's time to prepping for a show. Okay, so it's all based on my own experience, and the hope that I have is by the end of the video, some of you guys will find it useful and we help you save a bit of money. So I'm going to try to do everything in one go, one take, no editing. So if I make any mistake and I correct myself, it will be all in the video. Okay, so this way I don't have to do too much work on the computer and I can upload that as quick as possible for you guys to watch. Alright, so let's go. First thing first, if you're getting ready for a show, you're thinking of getting ready for a show and you want to try and save some money with your diet, the first thing that I'll say is important, is to cook your meals. Alright? So make sure that you cook your meals. Sorry for my handwriting is not. I'm going to try and be as clear as possible in my handwriting. So you need to cook your meals. What I'm trying to say about that is, unless you have a sponsorship deal or contract with a company that do meal prep and they send everything to you, everything is ready cooked, then fair enough. But if not, make sure that you cook everything, because you don't want to be in a position where, because you're not being prepared. Remember in my last videos I was talking about the 10 mistakes to avoid during prep, and one of them was not being organized with your food. So you don't want to be in a position where you're not organized and then you end up going to Tesco or you end up going to a local shop to buy food. Alright, in your head you're probably thinking, oh, I've just spent £2.50 or I've just spent £3 on that. It's cool. Now think about it, if you do this twice, that's £6. With £6 on the shopping list that I'm going to show you guys, £6 you can buy a lot of things that can last you for a month. Alright, so make sure you cook all your meal, because not only you will stay organized, you will be on top of your prep, but trust me, you will save money. Alright, so now that you're ready to cook your meal or all your meals, there are 3 main categories that you need to know before thinking of going to the shop and buy your food. Because you have to remember, your food shopping is based on what you're going to eat during your prep. Okay, so there are 3 main categories that you should definitely know before going to the shop. Now, the first category is, what are going to be your main source of carbs? What are going to be your main source of protein? And what are going to be your main source of fat? Now, if you have a coach that does all your meal prep, perfect. All you have to do is just look at what you've been told to eat, go to the shop and buy. I'm going to get to the topic of which shop I go. Because trust me, you by experience, I know, and I'm sure a lot of you can agree, you will save more money if you go to the shop with a food list or shopping list and you know exactly what you have to take. So you go and you pick and you're out. You save more money doing this way than if you were just going to the shop with no list, nothing at all, and you just pick as you go along. Because trust me, when you do it this way, you end up picking things that you don't really need. As a result, you're going to spend extra money that you don't have to spend. All right, so those three are key. You need to know what your source of carbs are going to be, what your source of protein are going to be, and what your source of fat are going to be. Once you have the list down, then you know already what you're going to buy. Now I'm going to share that with you guys, what my source of carbs and protein and fats are. I've made a list over here, so I've been prepared that for you guys. So just to let you guys know, when I prep for a show, everything is simple, basic. I don't eat for taste. You know, some people usually ask me, are you not bored of the food that you're eating? When it's time to get ready for a show, I eat for a purpose, and the purpose is for me to bring a physique that hopefully will be good enough to do well and win shows. So taste, I don't care. All right, how it looks on the plate, I don't care. All right, so that makes it easy for me to try and save a bit of money, because I'm eating the same thing day in, day out. All right. If you guys can follow me on Snapchat yet, feel free to add me. I'm going to put the details somewhere on the screen. I'm more active on Snapchat than I am on Instagram when it comes to showing my meals, but I show the same thing every day. I eat the same thing every day. All right. I've been asked so many times, are you not bored of eating the same thing? There's no sauce. There's nothing. You know. But that's what works for me. You know. So I eat the same thing. You guys are going to know it. So for my source of carbs, very simple. I have oats. I have white rice. I tried brown rice, but it's definitely not for me. I hated the taste of it. And I have sweet potatoes. So hard to like these images. Sweet potatoes. And then I have the normal white potatoes. So I'm going to put W potatoes. Alright guys, so these are my main source of carbs that I have day in, day out, without fail. Alright, I've been prepping for this show now for how many weeks now? Maybe 10 weeks. But even when I was on my off season, those were my main source of carbs. On top of that, on off season I had like pasta or couscous, which I don't have during the prep. But what I'm trying to say is that my main source of carbs are the same on off season and when I'm prepping. Alright, so I eat the same thing every day: oats, whites, sweet potatoes, normal white potatoes, day in, day out. Alright. When it comes to my source of protein, once again, very simple. I have eggs, mainly white eggs. Eggs and white fish. I have white fish, and I have chicken breast. Chicken breast. I really hope that you guys can read the handwriting, but I'm talking at the same time, so hopefully that will make sense. So protein, egg, white fish, chicken breast. Those are my main source of protein. Once again, every day, day in, day out. As for right now, you can see, very basic, very simple. Alright, some of you must be already thinking, damn, that looks boring as fuck. It is boring, but like I said, we're eating for results, and that gives me the result that I need to bring on stage. Alright. So source of carbs, source of protein, my main source of fat. Now at the start of the prep, I have avocado, which I absolutely love. But right now I don't have any more of avocado. My brother took that out of my diet. So the remaining source of fat that I have is mixed nut, unsalted mixed nut. So make sure you don't take one with salt. No salt at all in this prep. So unsalted mixed nut. and I have peanut butter. Peanut butter. Make sure that the peanut butter that you have is the 100% peanut butter, which I'm going to show you guys. I usually have sometimes almond butter as well, but I got bored of the almond butter, so I got peanut butter instead. So 100% peanut butter. There's no palm oil or nothing. This is a lifesaver during prep. This is what I'm looking forward the most to eat during the prep. All right, so yeah, shout out to my brother for letting me have that. But yeah, these are my source of fat: mixed nut, peanut butter. At the start of the prep, I have avocado. So what does that tell you by just looking at this? You can see that when I'm prepping for a show, it's very basic, very simple. Just the same way I train. My training is very basic, very simple, but the intensity makes it hard, alright? So, but the foundation is the same. I strongly believe in basics works. So you guys can see, very simple things. There's nothing fancy, and there's no muffins, there's no Cocoa Puffs, there's no ketchup, and you know, it's just plain. You know, I know for source of protein, some people that have steak, you can have, you know, some people have steak or they have salmon for fish. But right now I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying to do things on a budget right now. So I'm trying to not overspend. So oats, rice, sweet potatoes, white potatoes, egg, white fish, chicken breast, mixed nuts, peanut butter, avocado at the start of the prep. Now I know my main source of carbs, my main source of protein, my main source of fat. There's another category which I call that like the additional plus on the side category. So we're gonna, what can I call that? What is that on the paper? I'm just gonna call them the others. The others. So these are the other things that I get during the prep. Because I'm going to put the cost of all this, so this way you guys have an idea of how much I spend a month. So I have my mixed vegetables. My mixed vegetables, milk, spinach, and don't have anything else, just to double check. So mixed vegetables, spinach, milk, and this is it. Alright guys, so this is literally it. Let me get closer so maybe you guys can see. So this is what I eat day in, day out. So it makes the shopping very easy to know exactly what I'm eating. So like I said, that will help you to make a list. That will help you to get in the shop in and out quick. You know exactly what you want, you pick, you go. Alright. So nothing fancy, nothing crazy. Alright. There's other, I almost forgot. I do use supplement when I'm prepping for a show. So we're going to put another category. We're going to call them subs. So there's 3 supplement that I'm using. But right now I'm currently using just 2. So there was another one that I was using, which was glutamine, that I was drinking while I'm working out. I'm actually out of stock. I don't have any more, so I need to restock that. But the 2 main, I'm going to go with the 2 main supplement that I need to have while I'm prepping is 100% whey protein, and the other one that I need to have, which is called maltodextrin. This is something that my brother recommended me to get. So I get my supplement from bulkpowders.com. And the reason why is because, like I said, this is all about doing things on the budget. They're very good quality, and they always do deals, like ridiculous deals, like 40%, 60% off. Can't go wrong really. Alright. If you guys know any other supplement brand with good quality that provide always good offers, let me know. I'm trying to save a few extra pounds right here. So the other supplement that I use, maltodextrin. So I usually have issues writing that. I don't even know why. So MAL. I'm just gonna write maltod. So that's just a short version. So yeah, those are the two supplements that I use only. So whey protein and maltodextrin. So obviously whey protein is protein. This is a source, like a source of carbs. So I could put it in the carbs category, but I wanted to separate them just to not get things confused. Alright, so I usually have this after I have my session. I mix both of them together, you know. So this is the only supplement that I use. Now some people might be thinking, you competed at a pro level and everything, is that all you use? That's all I use. If I did not need to use whey protein, I would never buy it, you know. The only reason why my brother told me to use whey protein is because to try and keep, you know, try to keep as much muscle fullness as possible while I'm dropping body fat, you know, so just to help add extra nutrients that I need, you know. So but I don't use BCA, I don't have no pre-workout, I don't have no crazy supplement that is not compulsory to have, you know. So this allow me to save money again. But if you can afford to buy those pre-workout BCAs and all that, go definitely. If you think that's gonna help, go for it. But for me, I don't think I don't find it helpful for my own experience, because I've managed to do well without using them, so I'm not going to go the extra mile to buy them. But whey protein and maltodextrin is definitely two supplements that I use. That's what I've used last year when I was prepping. This is what I use this year, and I've always used, the last 2 years I've been using bulk powders because of the deals that they always offer. Alright guys, so this is it. So this is my shopping, my monthly shopping. Alright, at the end of the month, this is what I eat, this is what I take. Okay, so you already done 2 steps. So you're ready to prepare your meal yourself. You're going to save some money, and then you have a list of what you need to buy, which we're going to save you time and money, because you're going to be picking exactly what you need and nothing extra. Alright, I wish I had a different color to be able to use. Let me just see. Let me just ask. Babe, you know Karen's pencil, can I use this on the board? Karen's pencil, can I use it on the board? Yeah, the color pencils. Okay. Alright, so I cannot use, I was going to use my son's color pens to highlighter. Let me see if I can find a highlighter. It's alright, I can't find it, I can't be bothered to move. Alright, so I'm going to write everything in the same color. I was trying to use a different color to write the prices and other details, but we're going to find a way to don't get things confused. So now I'm going to tell you the other way to save money. Now that you have a list, what you need to do next is you need to look at what can you buy in bulk. Alright, what can you buy in bulk? The reason why is a fact, in case if you don't know, when you buy things in bulk, it's definitely cheaper than if you buy it in small portions. Alright. The reason why I say it's very important is because, you know, I've watched other videos on YouTube from other people who did their videos about how to prep or diet on a budget. And a lot of them, like 90% of those videos I see, they always shop in small portions. You know, they don't buy things in bulk. And I've tried that once. Me and my missus, we tried. We said, okay, let's just try and buy like weekly shopping, for example. It costed a lot more than if I bought most of the things in bulk, you know. So since then I was like, nah, forget that. So definitely try to buy things in bulk. And I'm going to show you what exactly I buy in bulk. There's some things that I can't, because I don't know where, but hopefully You guys, if you guys know, let me know, but we're going to go through that. So the things that I buy in bulk are rice, white potatoes, chicken breast, white fish, and those are the main things that come in bulk. So what I mean by in bulk is like buy like a big pack instead of buying small packs. All right. Let's start with rice. Now this is a mistake that I've seen people do, which is it's crazy. You know, a lot of people that buy microwavable rice. I'm thinking, why do you buy microwavable rice for? You know, like the only time that I use microwavable rice is when I compete abroad. You know, because at that stage, the last thing we want to do is cook. We just want to put the food in the microwave, eat, and put our feet up. We need to relax as much as possible before stepping on stage. But if not, I'm not wasting money on microwavable rice. You know, I remember I was working in a gym and there was this guy that was eating microwavable rice every day. He would go to the shop and buy microwavable rice. I was thinking, why? And he said, oh, it just saves time, it's quicker. And I was like, oh, damn. Listen, it's rice. You don't need to be a chef to do rice. If you don't have a rice cooker, just wash your rice, put it in the pot, and let it boil until it's ready. You know, you can cook rice for 3-4 days and leave them in your fridge if you have space. That'll be good. If you want to save time, buy in bulk and cook in bulk if you can. You know, if you have the space to store them. Like myself, you know, I like to cook for like maybe 2 or 3 days in advance. Of course, it's not, some people will say, oh yeah, but it's not going to be as fresh as if you were cooking the same day and eating the same day. Yeah, but at the end of the day, it saves you time, you know, like, especially when you get closer to the show where, you know, like myself, we're now 4 weeks out of the show where I'm starting to get tired and, you know, I don't want to spend too much time in the kitchen. So if I can do everything in one go and put it in the fridge and then as soon as it's time to eat, just go to the fridge, put it in the microwave, that's perfect. Save time, okay? So buy in bulk. So rice, microwavable rice, try to avoid that because I think when I go to shows abroad, I spend like, it's like 80p for a bag of 250 gram, I think. No, it's 500. I think it's 500. Let's say it's 500 gram of rice. Okay, 500 gram of rice for 80p. Okay, let's say you spend £5. There's a reason why I'm saying £5. Let's say you spend £5 on microwavable rice and it's 80p for 500 gram. So that will get you 500. So 500, 1 kilos. Now it's not even like what 2.5 kilos of cooked rice. Let me double check, babe. You know the microwavable rice, is it 250 or did they come as 500 gram? Yeah, you know those small bags? Okay, let's say it's 250. Okay, so 80, if I'm wrong, I apologize. But even if it's 250 or 500, it's still too expensive, okay? But let's say it was 250 gram of rice for 89p. So for £5 you have 500, 1 kilo, 1.5 kilo of cooked rice for £5. And the reason why I say you need to buy in bulk, I'll show you an example. You can buy, for example, I buy this, which is 5 kilos of uncooked rice. Yes, I have to cook it myself. It's not going to take all my life to cook it. So 5 kilos for $4.99. Okay, this can last me about 3.5 weeks. I usually buy 10 kilos, but they're out of stock. 10 kilos is $6.99. $6.99 for 10 kilos, which definitely lasts me a month. Okay, but let's say I was going with that. You see the difference? So you spend £5 on 1.5 kilos of cooked rice. Okay, when you can spend £5 on 5 kilos of uncooked rice, which is going to last you more than those microwavable rice. So things like this, you need to think like, yes, it's going to save you time because you're buying from like in the microwave, you do it, it's ready. But you save a lot more money if you buy your rice uncooked in a big pack, whether it's 10 kilos or 5 kilos. you will save money this way. Okay, cook in bulk as well. Like I said, if you have the storage in your fridge, just put everything there so it's ready. The other things that I like to buy in bulk, white potatoes. And basically, those rice that I buy, just to let you know, I buy from there's a local, it's like a local Afro Caribbean Asian shop. They usually do like good deals in shops like that. If you have that in your local area, they usually do good deals. So that's where I got mine from. The next one is white potatoes. So white potatoes we buy from Lidl. £3 £45 for a bag of 7.5 kilos. This lasts me a month. Now, once again, this is based on the way I'm eating. Because remember, my source of carbs are oats, rice, sweet potatoes, and potatoes. Now, 7.5 kilo, that will last me a month. Once again, don't spend money on buying a small bag of potatoes. Try to buy in bulk. You definitely save more money. The other thing that I buy in bulk is white fish and chicken breast. I buy frozen white fish and frozen chicken breast. I buy them from farm food. You have to be careful when you buy frozen chicken as well, because there's some. I remember once I bought some frozen chicken from I think it was from Lidl, and I cooked them, and they shrank. They just became so small because most of the weight was just water. But the frozen chicken from farm food are very good. They don't shrink. It's not just water weight. It's actually the weight of the chicken. So it's perfect. I've been buying them since last year. My missus go to the shop. My missus go to the shop, and when she goes there and buy it for me, because we don't have a farm food in Wellingborough, but we have one in Northampton. So she works in Northampton, so it's easier for her to go and get it for me, as well as the white fish. Get it from there as well. So for a chicken breast is like 5 kilo for £15, which is a deal package that they do. And for white fish, we spend £10 for 3 kilos of white fish. Alright. Those are the main things that I buy in bulk, that comes in bulk. The other things that don't come in bulk, so I have to buy a lot of pack, but it's to go to the right shop to get them cheap. So my oats, I get them from Aldi. They're 89p. I think they're 89p almost everywhere. They're 89p for 1 kilo. Let me just get my list so I can get that right for you. So they're 89p for 1 kilo. The sweet potatoes, they're 95p for 1 kilo. So once again, this is at Aldi again. The egg that I buy them from Aldi again. Most of my shopping are from Aldi. Just to be honest with you, they do have good prices over there for the quantity that they give. So egg spend is £1.19 for 15 eggs. Now some people trying to be, if you want to be picky, like they're not free range and stuff like that. Like right now, all I'm taking is trying to save money. Okay, so I'm just gonna go with what has the best offer in terms of how much I can get for as low as possible. Okay, so 15 eggs for £1.19. I get that from Aldi. Mixed nut I get it from Tesco. Actually, is £2 for 500 gram, which is good based on the amount of mixed nut that I eat today. That's very good. It lasts me a while. And peanut butter, the peanut butter that I'll show you guys, I get that from Aldi again, which is £1.25 for 100 gram. Which once again I believe is, for me, is good, because I only have like 1 teaspoon a day of peanut butter, so that can last me ages before I buy another one. The other things, I get mixed vegetables as well. Mixed vegetables I get it from Aldi again, which is 85p for 1 kilo. Spinach from Aldi again, which is 75p for 240 gram. Now when it comes to eating spinach, I don't weigh the spinach. I just put a handful. All right. I usually use the spinach when I have my omelette with the eggs. And milk, I get them from Aldi again, which is, what did I write there? £1.48 for 3.4 liters, which is £6. All right. So this and the supplement, of course, I get it from bulk powders, which what did I write to the supplement? Where is it? I'm sure I wrote it somewhere. Okay, so the maltodextrin is 1.65 for 500 gram, and the whey protein is 15 pound 39 for 1 kilo, um, which actually lasts me close to a month because I only use once a day after my session, which a scoop is about 30 gram. Okay, so that lasts me quite a while. So this is where I do my shopping. So how I try my best to save a bit of money is that I buy the things that I can buy in bulk. Like I said, the rice, the potatoes, the fish, the chicken, and the other stuff. I try to go to shops where it's not that expensive. So for me, I've tried shopping at Tesco. I've tried shopping at Asda. You know, we used to shop at Asda before until one day my missus went to Aldi. She was like, it's way cheaper than going to Asda or Tesco. I mean, there's some things that are cheaper at Tesco's and than Aldi, but based on what I'm eating, everything, but most of the things are cheaper at Aldi for me. Alright, so I don't know what happened. The camera stopped working. I said I was going to do everything in one take, but I don't know what happened. But we're back. So yes, I'm going to go overall how much I spend a month for each of those things that I buy. So which is a good thing that I wrote them down on the paper so I don't have to calculate again. So when it comes to the oats, I buy about 7 pack a month. So one pack is 1 kilo, so about 7 kilo of oats a month, which is £6.23. Rice, a bag of 5 kilo will last me easily a month, alright, because it's not my main source of carbs. I have other sources of carbs that I eat during the day. If I was eating rice for every meal, that would be a different story. So 5 kilo would easy last me a month, which is £4.99. Sweet potatoes, I buy about 10 pack, so it's about 10 kilos of sweet potatoes, which comes down to £10.95. For the white potatoes, normal potatoes, I only buy one bag. 7.5 kilos of potatoes will last me a month easy, which is £3.49. So for the maltodextrin, like I say, one bag is 1.65 for 500 gram. I usually a month I buy by 3 bags, which comes in total as £4.95. So £4.95 for maltodextrin. So that's my source of carbs. For the protein, when it comes to eggs, this year I've ate more eggs than I've ate in the last 2-3 years combined. It's ridiculous. I'm eating so much eggs, you know, try and keep that protein level high. So, like I said, a pack of egg, which is 15 eggs for £1.19 a month. I easily buy about 28 pack of eggs, which comes up as £33.32 altogether. Fish, so like I said, fish is £10 for 3 kilos. I usually buy that 6 times in the month, which comes down to, I buy 6 times. What the hell I'm talking about? So so it's £10 for 3 kilos. So I usually buy about 6 kilos. Yeah, about 6 kilos a month. Yeah, mistakes. I apologize. So yeah, let's get back again. So £10 for 3 kilos of whitefish. So I usually buy about 6 kilos of whitefish a month, which comes down to £20. Then we come to the chicken breast, which is the most expensive thing that I buy throughout the month. So like I said, chicken breast was £15 for 5 kilos. So I usually do that like close to 5 times in a month, which comes down to £75 a month for the chicken breast. My whey protein, I usually just buy 1 kilo. That easily lasts me up to a month, which is £15.39. So those are my source. I'll say that my source of protein. And in terms of my source of fat, mixed nuts, which says £2 for 500 grams. I usually a month I buy between 2 to 3 bags. So let's say 3 bags just to make it, you know, a bit more, just in case. And which comes up to £6. And for the peanut butter, which is 1.25 for 100 grams, let's say to be on the safe side, I buy 3 little pot of peanut butter, which is £3.75. Then the others, mixed vegetables, which is 85p for 1 kilo, and 1 kilo will last me, a week. So I'll buy maybe like 4 bags in the space of a month, so that will come down to £3.40, which is actually Aldi. And spinach, 240 gram, which is a bag that we buy, which is 75p. That lasts me a week, easily lasts me a week. So if I times that by 4, that comes down to £3. And then the milk, which is £1.48 for 3.4 liters, and which is £6, which is that will last me about close to 2 weeks, to be honest with you, because I only eat milk when I have my oats. Alright, I don't have milk any other day, on any other time in the day. So let's say if I buy 2 of that, so that would be like £2.96. Alright, so that's how much I spend a month. So I'm just gonna get a calculator so I can add all that, and then I'll tell you exactly how much it costs. I should have wrote it somewhere, but let me get my calculator coming. Alright, so I'm going to add all that for you guys so you can see how much personally spend a month. So I'm just going to take my missus' phone, just looking for the calculator. So you're going to add everything together. Alright, so £6.23 a month for the oats, £4.99 for the rice, £10.95 for the sweet potatoes, and £3.49 for the white potatoes, and £4.95 for the maltodextrin, and £33.32 for the eggs, £20 for the fish, £75 for the chicken, £15.39 for my whey protein, £6 for the mixed nuts, £3.75 for the peanut butter, £3.40 for the mixed vegetables, £3 for the spinach, and £2.96 for the milk. So that's how much it comes down to a month. So £193.43. So this is my average. I'll say, if I want to round it just to be safe, £200. So if you want to be specific, £193.43 a month. But just to be safe, let's say just push it to £200. So that's £200 a month. Alright, so that covers everything that I need for my carbs, my protein, my fat, my supplements, my vegetables, the milk, everything. Okay, so everything is added to it. So if I was buying, for example, microwavable rice, that amount would be much higher. Alright, if I was buying, because it's like, I see sometimes people on their Insta story, they go and do their food shopping, and they go to Tesco, for example, and they buy the small pack of chicken breast, which is like £2.50 for I don't know how many grams of chicken breast. And I'm thinking that's too much money. Try to, we don't have any butchers. Well, I don't know any good butchers in Wellingborough. So we get our chicken, our fish from farm food, which, like I said, is very good. It's not just water weight. It keeps the size, and they do a good offer. So try to look for where you can buy things in bulk and save money. Don't go to Tesco and buy individual small pack of vegetables, small bag of chicken breast, because you're just going to spend too much money. Don't waste your money spending this microwavable rice, and try to do your shopping in one go if you can as well. What I mean by that is all the things that you can buy in bulk, like rice, potatoes, and everything, get them. The eggs, I don't buy 28 pack of eggs in one go. I usually buy every week. But I know, the calculation. I know how much I'm going to spend, and I know what egg I'm going to use. Always make sure that you have enough in your house. Even when you're running low, make sure that you have enough to last until the time that you're available to go shopping, because you don't want to be in the position where you're out of eggs, for example, and you know you have to go to your local co-op shop. Man, the eggs at co-op are so expensive. I don't care which type of chicken they come from or how good they are. They're expensive, Like I went there once for emergency because I ran out of eggs. I totally forgot that I ran out of eggs. All right, and the shop Aldi was closed. I went to co-op. I was, oh God, I was forced to spend that money for less eggs because I needed eggs. So this is a mistake that I did once, and I haven't done again. So always be organized with your food shopping. Always check how much you have left. Which is something that I'm saying there, but sometimes I don't even do it. Luckily, my missus helped me with that. She always check like, babe, you're almost out of chicken, and then she helped me get some for me, or stuff like that. So always keep your eye open for what's almost going down in your kitchen. So this way you always stack up again at the same shop that you buy, where you normally buy your food, instead of going to another shop where it's more expensive but you don't have no choice. Alright guys, so I really do hope that this video was helpful in terms of me showing you guys what I ate, what's my food shopping during the prep, how much I spent, just for you guys to have an idea. The fact that I don't spend so much money on supplements helps as well. A lot of people, they think that you need to buy all the supplements under the sun to get shredded. You don't, Like, you don't necessarily need a pre-workout, let's be honest. Like, even when I was using a pre-workout, it's only because I had it for free. And that's the simple truth. Like, I can't justify myself buying pre-workout because I don't need it. Some people might need it, but I don't necessarily need it. So only buy the things that you need. So like myself, supplements, those two things are the main things that I need. Nothing more, nothing less. And this is it. So that helps saving money as well. The fact that I'm eating the same thing every day helps a lot as well. So there's nothing fancy. So the shopping makes it easier, and it saves me money because, like I said, it's nothing fancy. It's basic. Potatoes, rice, sweet potatoes, fish, chicken, vegetables, oats. It's basic things that you can go to the shop and try and find the cheapest option, to buy. I don't eat steak. I don't have salmon. I mean, I hate fish anyway. So for me, white fish is the best fish for me to eat. It's just, there's not really any taste, and that's fine by me. I mean, there's no taste in anything that I eat when I'm prepping because there's no seasoning, there's no salt, there's nothing. It's just plain, so I'm used to it. But I don't eat anything fancy, during the prep. So that helps a lot. So if you want to get ready for a show, try to tell yourself that, try to avoid thinking that everything you eat has to be nice. Like, you want to get shredded, you want to do well on stage, just think of the result. Just eat for the result, don't eat for the taste. Because if you keep eating for the taste, it's most likely that you're going to want to spend a bit more money buying things, and then your cost of spending for your food will keep increasing. Alright guys, so this is it. This is me. This is how I prep. This is how I do my food shopping. So the main shop that I go is Aldi, Lidl for my potatoes, and I go to the local Caribbean Afro Asian shop to buy my rice. But I think there's some shops where they also do deals, like 5 kilo of rice for $4.99 or 10 kilo for $6.99. So just keep your eye open. Look for the deals. Look for the deals. Don't look for the brand. Like, rice is rice. Like, for me, rice is rice, fish is fish, chicken is chicken. I'm alive, I'm in good health, I'm making gains, I'm getting shredded eating those things. So yeah, look for the deals, and this is it. I don't have nothing else to talk about or share. I've shared everything. You know exactly what I eat, you know exactly how much I spend, and hopefully this video be useful to you guys. So cook your own meal, buy in bulk to save some money, cook in bulk to save you some time. Don't be lazy by saying you don't have to cook rice, you buy microwave rice. Nah, avoid that. Cook in bulk, put it in the fridge, and store it for a few days, and you'll be prepared, you know. And this way you will avoid going to shops buying ready meal, because like I said, you must spend £2.50 on the meal at Tesco. If you do that twice in a month, that's £5. £5, that's a bag of 5 kilo of rice that lasts for a month. So just think about it. Alright, stay organized. That will definitely help you save some money. So until the next video, it's been a while since I've done a workout video. So the next video will definitely be a workout video. So thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. We're now 4 weeks out of the Arnold Classic, but I will explain everything and talk about it in the next video. Until the next time, stay motivated.